Welcome to the show, welcome to the show, welcome to the show. And in this video, we're going to review Ready to Love Season 4, Episode Dose. And don't you know, I've been waiting for seemed like a whole year for this show to return. And I'm glad it's finally back. So, let's get into it. And oh boy, your man, Uncle Nephew Tommy, he got the cast of Ready to Love up in DC, the nation's capital, Chocolate City. Well, it used to be Chocolate City. It's more like Vanilla Wafer City. But at any rate, it's going to be on and popping with these females and males from the Metro, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, otherwise known as the DMV. So let's see what they got. Now, first thing I got to tell y'all is I'm not really excited about any of the cast on this season, but for sure, there are two cast members, one male and one female, who must remain on this show for the entire season. The entire season. I mean, they gonna bring so much drama up here. It ain't even funny. All right, and we might as well start with Carrington. He is 33 and he owns his own marketing firm, or they say he's a marketing firm CEO. Well, I don't get any, thuggish, outspoken vibes from him. He seems like really soft-spoken, and I mean, soft. Like he don't seem exciting. He seems really young. He's probably one of the youngest on the cast already. That's what I think. But I don't know. I'm not getting really too much from him, so I don't even know if he's gonna last the first round because he seemed really timid. But all right, so let's get to the other one. And next up, we got Aisha. She is 37. She owns a hair salon. No surprise there when you see the wig she has on. She seems like she's no nonsense. She probably is or has grown up in the hood because she seems like, pretty street smart just by the way she talking. I know she don't let nobody get over on her. She's gonna eat up and spit out one of these guys, and I wonder who it's gonna be. But her spiel is I'm beautiful, let's not pretend that we don't know it, something like that. But she's already on one, and she might give everybody a run for their money. Okay, so now we got Sabrina. She's 45. She's a fashion purveyor, or she does fashion. I can't remember. I don't know what these terms are. But she's in the fashion industry. As you can see, she looks real fashionable. She looks like she has some class, but she has quite a lot of tattoos, and there's a lot to be said for women with a lot of tattoos. But that's another episode for another channel. But right now, we're talking about Sabrina. So far, she seems like she's really there for love. She has a child, an 8-year-old child. And she is there. She seems like she's really, with it. She likes what she sees so far. And her background is she's half Korean. I don't know if that's going to make a difference in her dating choices or any of the dynamics she's going to have with any of these guys. But I'm pretty sure a lot of the guys are going to pick her. And I don't see her really being drama prone, but we will see. And moving right along, we got Tyrone. He's 44. Don't know where he's from, but he lives in the city of Arlington, Virginia. And he is a cyber system CEO. Man, it's a lot of CEOs in this episode. So everybody's balling, huh? Okay. Well, so Tyrone, I don't know. He reminds me of that Khalil, that teacher in the first episode of last season. Who got sent home on the first day. So I'm getting that vibe from him just for the fact that everybody else has suits, and you know how black people do when they have these things. Everybody is dressed to the nines. He came in like some kind of sweater or some kind of pullover. So They didn't make him sound like he was anything exciting or funny, or they really did show his personality, but he seems kind of quiet. So I'm thinking that he's going to be one of the first men to get eliminated. Okay, so next up we got Walter. Now he is a brother of a certain age. He looks debonair. He's dressed to the nines. He got some style, got some swag, and right off it seems like Sabrina is on this brother. So I think she's gonna be on him. He says he's a reformed thug. He's a entrepreneur. What else? He's about 46 years old. He seems like a cool brother. He might have his hands full. I think a lot of these ladies is going to go for him just by the way he seems mature. He seems like he's doing well, and he seems like a cool guy. So I think the women are probably going to fight over this guy. So next up we got I think she's going to be one of my favorites this episode. This is Tasia. She is 33. She's a founder of a tech startup, and I'm wondering, I can't wait to find out what kind of tech she into and where to invest, because she already giving me she already gave me some belly aches because I was laughing so hard. She is from Chicago originally, and she seems like she's there, she's there to make a connection. She ain't fooling around. She asking the questions right off. You want kids when you want to get married and all that stuff. So she ain't playing around, even though she young. She don't have no kids. Yeah, she's gonna be interesting, and I hope they don't treat her like they did that last woman on the last episode, that comedian lady that everybody just wanted to be her friend. Nobody wanted her. Yeah, that was Tressa. Yeah, right. Tressa. That was her. But she needs to stay on this show because she gonna really give us some interesting perspective on everybody here. And we got the B1 brother, Naeem. He's 40 years old. He's a program manager. And he seems like no frills. He likes the shapely women, he says. But he contradicted himself already before the show even started. At the interview, he was saying that he likes women with natural hair and no makeup and no prosthetic anything. But so far, he's already been talking to all the women with wigs and makeup and everything else. So, I mean, he's not too holding himself accountable to his standards, but maybe he can turn them around. Maybe he can make these sisters go natural. Who knows? But already his self-contradiction is already enough to make me think that he's gonna get caught up by some of these ladies in this show in one of these episodes. Okay, so then we got Frank. He is a beverage brand owner. He seems pretty fly, he is young, about 35, no kids, never been married, and he seems like he's looking for a wife. I'm not sure. He, 30, 35, 36. I don't think you really looking for a wife, but maybe you have fun in this show. The women love his voice. I don't see anything that, he don't seem like, I don't know. I don't have a opinion of him yet. All I see is he is pretty fly. I like his style. And moving on. And we have Courtney. Now she must be the youngest lady on this show, on this episode. She's a consultant. Seems to be doing well for herself. She's tall. She has her natural hair. She seems like she's down to earth. She notices Walter and Naeem right off, so I'm kind of thinking she's gonna be into one of them. So I know she seems like she has a good attitude. So as long as she really has a good attitude and it's not an act, I think she might come off the show with somebody cool. And now we got my man Corey. Now Corey is 40. He is a gym owner. He's young. He's suave, debonair. You know, he's got his swag intact. This is the guy that's gonna make this show. Him and Tasia is gonna make this show pop this season. And you know, Corey, he is the reincarnation of Troy from season 3. He is player all the way. I mean, ain't nobody more player than you know, Corey. He's talking to all the girls. He's getting all the numbers. Like, the show ain't even started properly, and he almost got everybody's number. The only thing he didn't do is touch everybody inappropriately, and he didn't promise no trips, no overseas trips. But I can't wait to see more of him. I know he's gonna be funny. He has got to stay on this show the whole season, because if they get rid of him, I might not even be interested in this show. All right, we got Phil, who's 37. He's an entrepreneur. You know, very broad. Who knows what he actually does? I wish they would get a little more specific, but nothing to say about him really. He didn't talk. They didn't have too much for him to say. You know, I can't tell his personality. He seems like a soft guy, you know, nice guy. So we'll see about him. We got Moomin. She's 36, and she is a singer-songwriter. Don't know where she's from, but she's beautiful. She could be a model or something. You know, I think she's here for the real deal. Can't wait to see more of her. Okay, then we got Carrie. She's 37, an interior decorator. Don't know where she's from. I think she has kids. Not sure. She seems kind of lively and bubbly. Yeah, not much to say about her. She's got hit on by Corey. I can't see who she likes as of yet. But yeah, can't wait to see what's going on with her. Okay, and now we got your man Cornelius. Ooh, that's a country name. But he says he hails from the South, more south than Virginia. He's 38, an electrical engineer. He has a couple of kids. He seems to be one of the ladies' favorites. And I just hope he don't get caught up. He seems like a cool guy. Hopefully he can keep it together and be a stand-up, true to this game player on this episode, on this season. Okay, and now we got Camille. She's 42. She's a teacher or professor, but she's about to get her doctorates, and she seems like she already has her hooks in Cornelius. She already claimed him. You know, that's her boyfriend. She's telling all the women that this is her guy, and they need to just, you know, not even step over towards their direction. Yeah, she seemed kind of crazy. I think she's gonna be fun to watch on this show. Okay, so now we got Libba. She's 44. She's divorced. She was married for like 20 something years, 21 years or so. She's got a few kids, and she's a professor of marketing or something like that. But spoiler alert, she got eliminated. She just seemed to creep all the dudes out, basically, with her big eyes, and her excitedness. She was deemed a little too bubbly by a few guys, so she was out of there. Shame. I actually wanted to know more about her, because she seemed just so interesting. But yeah, she's out of there. And speaking of other cast members who are out of there, we got Lamont. He was 44. He's a consultant. He came off as kind of weird and just creepy for a lot of the women. They was asking him questions, and he'd be spitting bars because he's like a poet. You know, he does open mics, and so he wanted to display his skills, but this wasn't the place. It just wasn't the place, bruh. So he was out of there, and I really didn't want to know more about him because he gave off a little too much in the first introduction. So he's gone. Okay, and another interesting woman is Shiloh. She's 33, so she's one of the young ones also. She's an intimacy coach. I think maybe a sex therapist or something. But she seems like the spiritual type, the natural type. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a vegetarian or vegan. She's, praying in one of the scenes that they're showing in the background. Her interesting background is she's half Trini and half Mexican, and I don't know where she's from. I don't even know if she lives in DC. She seems like she may not be drama. She may be just, down to earth looking for a man. Yeah, she seems like she's going to be good in this episode. Okay, so then we got Zadia. She is 35, a personal trainer. She is looking for love. Nothing, no first impressions. Like, I don't know. I didn't get much of her. They didn't show much of her other than her latching on to Naeem, who is, again, he said he wants the natural hair sisters, no makeup, and she is not that, but she is pretty. So let's see what she get into. So next up we got Dante. I don't know. He's 38. He seems like another crowd favorite. So I think it's gonna be him, Walter, and possibly Corey as the ones that the women are probably gonna gravitate to. Dante, he seems, cool, funny, a little charismatic. I really can't tell these guys apart between him and Walter. On this episode, they made like everybody kind of look the same, especially for the guys. There's like half the guys are bald, so with beards. So it is, it's something to figure out. In the first episodes of the show, they all seem the same. I mean, there's nobody that really stood out except for Corey. So on the guys' side, I think the women have a pretty good selection of guys, and same for the guys. I think they have a pretty diverse selection of women. The women, I don't know. Nobody really stands out either, other than maybe Courtney and the half Korean chick. Oh man, I already forgot her name. See, nobody's really doing it right now. But man, what is her name? Hold on. So like I said, oh yeah, her name is Sabrina. Yeah, I mean, she's interesting. You got Courtney, that's interesting. Shiloh. You got the teacher, the other professor. Oh man, yeah, her name is Camille. As well, Tasia and Corey, like I said, them are the ones that I am tuning in for on this show. So, but anyway, that's it for the cast. Nothing to it, it's just the introductions. It was getting to know a little bit about each cast member. It's going to take a few episodes before we see just who the snakes, who the heels are, who the favorites, who is going to be the couple of the season. I can't put my finger on it yet, so I can't. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm kind of excited for this season, only because I live in the area, so that's a whole other motivation. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be a good show. We waited this long, so I hope they don't disappoint, and I can't wait to see the rest of the show. So that's it for my commentary and review on Ready to Love Season 4 Episode 2, Meet the Cast and the Mixer. And I will see y'all next week for the review of pretty much the first episode of the season, which is going to be Episode 3. And holla out.